Allen Iverson, born on June 7, 1975, in Hampton, Virginia, didn't just play basketball, he revolutionized it. From his earliest days, life was never easy. Raised by his single mother and Iverson, in one of the toughest neighborhoods in the state, Allen's childhood was steeped in adversity. Poverty, violence, and uncertainty were the constants, yet it was his mother's unwavering love and fierce belief in her son that served as the anchor. That powerful support system fostered a survivor's mentality in Allen, a mindset that would carry him through the highest and lowest points of his life. Even as a child, Allen was a force of nature. His speed, coordination, and court vision made him a standout in both football and basketball. At Bethel High School, he played quarterback and point guard, leading both teams to state championships, a rare feat that underlined his generational talent. The accolades started piling up, but so did the pressure. Then came the incident that nearly derailed everything. In 1993, Allen was arrested following a racially charged altercation at a bowling alley. At just 17 years old, he was sentenced to 15 years in prison, with 10 suspended. He served 4 months before being granted clemency by Virginia Governor Douglas Wilder. The ordeal was traumatic and publicly polarizing, but it also ignited a fire in Iverson to make good on his potential. A lifeline appeared in the form of Georgetown University head coach John Thompson. Coach Thompson saw past the headlines and gave Allen a scholarship and a second chance. Iverson flourished at Georgetown, spending 2 seasons under Thompson's tutelage. In those years, he became one of the most electrifying college basketball players in the country, averaging over 23 points per game. Despite standing just 6 feet tall, he played with unmatched fearlessness and a tenacity that inspired teammates and terrified opponents. He carried Georgetown to an Elite Eight appearance and cemented himself as a top NBA prospect. In 1996, Allen declared for the NBA draft and was selected first overall by the Philadelphia 76ers. He made history as the shortest player ever chosen with the #1 pick. From the moment he stepped onto the court, Iverson made it clear that he wasn't going to be intimidated. He averaged 23.5 points per game as a rookie and set the league on fire with his iconic crossover, most memorably using it to shake Michael Jordan in a moment that became NBA folklore. But Allen Iverson was more than just a scorer. He was a cultural shift. In an era when the NBA was trying to maintain a squeaky clean image, Iverson showed up with cornrows, tattoos, and baggy clothes. He embraced hip-hop culture, and in doing so, brought it courtside. He didn't try to fit in, he made the world adjust to him. For many, especially young fans from underrepresented communities, Iverson was the first player who looked, spoke, and dressed like them. He gave them a sense of belonging in a league that often felt distant. On the hardwood, Iverson was a relentless warrior. He led the league in scoring 4 times, earned 11 All-Star selections, and was named the NBA's most valuable player in 2001. That same year, he led a gritty 76ers squad to the NBA Finals against the dominant Los Angeles Lakers. In Game 1, Iverson exploded for 48 points and famously stepped over Tyronn Lue after a clutch shot, an image that became symbolic of his entire career: fearless, unapologetic, and defiant. Despite being barely 165 pounds, Iverson played with the physicality and heart of someone twice his size. His career averages, 26.7 points, 6.2 assists, and 2.2 steals per game, speak to his ability to impact the game on every level. He played for the Denver Nuggets, Detroit Pistons, and Memphis Grizzlies, even returning to the Sixers for a brief final run. But no matter where he played, he left everything on the floor. Yet Iverson's journey was not without its stumbles. His career was marked by frequent clashes with coaches and management. He was famously at the center of one of the NBA's most talked-about press conferences, where he questioned the focus on his practice habits instead of his in-game performances. "We talkin' about practice," he said, in a moment that was often mocked but deeply misunderstood. The pain behind those words reflected a player who had given everything he had when it counted. As Iverson's playing days waned, so did his financial stability. Despite earning over $150 million in salary and endorsements, he faced significant financial hardship due to poor investments and a lavish lifestyle. Personal struggles mounted. But Iverson, ever the fighter, began to rebuild. He opened up publicly about his experiences, offering his life as a cautionary tale for young athletes. He emphasized the importance of financial literacy, emotional wellness, and real support systems. In 2016, Iverson's legacy was immortalized when he was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. His induction speech was raw and emotional. He thanked Coach Thompson, his mother, his teammates, and even the critics who doubted him. It wasn't just a celebration of a basketball career, it was a recognition of resilience, redemption, and revolution. Today, Iverson remains one of the most beloved figures in the basketball world. His influence is evident in the playing styles of stars like Stephen Curry, Kyrie Irving, and Ja Morant, who all cite him as a major influence. Iverson didn't just impact the game, he reshaped it, opening doors for players to express themselves authentically both on and off the court. Away from the spotlight, Iverson dedicates his time to causes close to his heart. He supports initiatives focused on youth development, education, and poverty alleviation. He frequently participates in NBA community outreach events and uses his platform to promote social issues. Iverson understands the weight of his journey and is determined to help others navigate theirs. His name continues to resonate in pop culture. From appearances in music videos to fashion influence to his presence in video games, Iverson's impact goes beyond sports. He was one of the first athletes to truly blend entertainment and athletics, laying the foundation for modern-day superstars to operate as brands. He also has leaned into mentoring the next generation. Whether through formal programs with the NBA or personal conversations with younger players, Iverson is committed to sharing what he's learned. He often speaks candidly about the dangers of fame, the importance of humility, and the power of self-belief. His message is consistent. Greatness doesn't come from being perfect, it comes from being real. Philadelphia has honored him in lasting ways. A statue, murals, and tributes in arenas continue to highlight his legacy. For Sixers fans, he remains the heart of their franchise, a player who gave them unforgettable moments and a sense of pride. When fans chant AI, it's not just about nostalgia, it's about reverence. Iverson's life story is a blueprint for resilience. He turned hardship into motivation, criticism into fuel, and adversity into achievement. He showed that leadership isn't always quiet, that authenticity matters, and that impact goes beyond rings. His career defied expectations, and his legacy continues to defy limitations. Perhaps most importantly, Iverson's journey underscores the value of second chances. From a teenage inmate to a Hall of Fame inductee, he is living proof that one moment doesn't define a life. It's the response, the rebound, and the resolve that count. His legacy isn't perfect, but that's what makes it relatable. It's human. As new generations discover his highlights and watch his influence echo through today's NBA, one truth remains: Allen Iverson changed the game. Not just how it's played, but who gets to play it, what they wear while doing it, and how they tell their story. He took control of his narrative, and by doing so, gave permission for others to do the same. Thank you for spending time with us to honor Allen Iverson's legacy. If his story inspired you, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more profiles of those who've changed the game, not only with skill, but with spirit. Until next time, remember, greatness comes in many forms, and sometimes it wears braids, speaks its truth, and never backs down.